last night we went out for a Mexican. Good morning. Today we're going to go and have a typical Spanish breakfast. But beforehand, I need to drive up and meet Andy, who's going to be at the farm. I need to go and get him, pick him up, and then we're going to head out for some food. Let's go. So the time is 10:30 and it's saying it's 28 degrees already. And it is a little bit hazy due to the dust in the sky from Africa. Tomate y atún.
¿Tomate? ¿Quieres anchoa o no?
Sí.
Tomate, atún, anchoa.
Sí.
¿Sofrí?
Are you enjoying the fig trees? It's fantastic, isn't it? Fig tree in the garden. Anyway, I was going to do a video with Andy, but we ended up talking about some stuff that, let's face it, doesn't really need to be on YouTube. And it was stuff that was a bit more personal. So whilst we enjoyed a good couple of hours together, it was stuff that we felt, you know, you don't really want to put this out there in public. It's nice doing these videos and it's nice telling you about things, but some things you really just need to keep to yourself. First of all, a veg patch update. Nice peppers, fantastic. They're doing really well. The tomatoes are doing even better. Oh, look at that. Every day, there's even more. And more tomatoes that are ready. I think I'm going to make a tomato soup. Yeah, all the tomatoes that's there. Oh, there's one that isn't too good. That needs to come off. Yeah, tomatoes are doing fine. Red cabbage. Woohoo! That one's doing really good. That's solid. The rest of them, quite small. They're not doing too great. And then, look at the onions. Red onion, doing fine. Doing well. And then the pumpkins. Yes, the pumpkins. Why would you move to play flamenco when you can grow all this in your garden? And the watermelons. And there lies the space of one watermelon that Ginny decided to take out and think it was a ball. Anyway, look at these. I'm getting really comfortable for this section of the video. I want to talk about demographics and some sad news when it comes to the Costa Blanca. And today, the Costa Blanca News put out on their social media that this Friday would be the last edition, the last print edition of the Costa Blanca News, which is devastating for everyone involved in the paper and all the staff that will be losing their jobs. You never like to see people lose their jobs, but if you ask me, it came because of the changing demographics in this area when it comes to specifically UK population. And let's face it, it was UK nationals that probably sustained the paper over the last 50 or so years that the paper has been in circulation. And it is a paid paper, but there are other free alternatives that are currently out there. And advertising spend, well, I can tell you from first-hand experience, having worked for another paper for a couple of months last year, was it the year before? I can't remember. Having worked for a paper with regards to advertising, I know how difficult it can be for these publications. Now, the change in demographics in this area is probably one of the biggest reasons since Brexit. Yeah, and I know you don't want to talk about it, and there'll be people that say, look, get on with it, deal with it. Well, it is one of the things that has changed in this area is the demographics due to Brexit. Now, the area isn't doing bad at all. The area is still thriving. The Costa Blanca is still thriving. Spain as a whole is still thriving. They're expecting over 100 million people in the tourist industry this year. They want to overtake France as the #1 tourist destination in Europe. Sorry, I was going to say the UK. I was obsessed with the UK today. But they want to be the #1 tourist destination in Europe. And they want to overtake France. And they think that that may happen, and they're ahead of schedule just a couple of months ago. So they are fully expecting to hit 100 million tourists this year. Now, Does that mean that the UK tourists are stopping coming out? No, it doesn't. But what it does mean since Brexit is you don't have the easy turnover of people moving out here. People that have bought holiday homes and want to retire, now it's not just a case of, yeah, you sell your house, you come out here and you live in what was your holiday home. You can't do that as easy now. You have to go through visa situations. And let's face it, people are now going to say on this video that the EU need to change. Well, the EU don't have to change. The UK wanted out of Europe. And this is one of the things that coming out of Europe has been a problem. But it has also mean that since Brexit, there has been a decline in the older population. And one of the restaurant owners that we were speaking to, we did allude to this in the last video that we did down in Playa Flamenca. One of the restaurant owners said the problem is we're losing long-term customers. We're losing long-term customers because they're at an age where they're not getting replenished by younger people. And what happens is, if one of the partners pass away, sadly, the other one within a couple of months then heads back to the UK to be closer to family. And that's one thing that has always happened. My dad worked in Tenerife for 14 years up until around about 2010. And he said it happened then. You know, it always happened. When someone dies, rather than be stuck out here alone, the other partner tends to move back home to family. So whilst the Costa Blanca news is going through a difficult period and is closing, and its last printed paper is this Friday, it's very difficult for small English businesses to thrive in such trying conditions. Does it mean that the area, when a tourist capacity is failing? No, it's not. I just alluded to the fact that Spain as a whole is looking to have more tourists than ever this year. Now, it does say you'll get the negative media back home saying Spanish airports are not coping with this and Spanish airports are not coping with that. And a lot of it, I'll be honest, is scare stories. Now, tomorrow we are going on a bit of a road trip. A little bit of an update for you. We are going on a road trip up to the top end of Costa Blanca. And we will be doing more videos. And to the haters out there, yes, I'm going to mention the haters, because in one of the last videos, and don't worry, I have to put something right. We're not moving back to Playa Flamenca anytime soon. So I just had to put that out there. We may do in the future, we don't know. But as it stands just now, we're not moving back to Playa Flamenca. So to the haters out there that sent us a nice couple of messages that were very angry, we'll never hear from you again because you were blocked from the channel. Anyway, I don't really want to talk about that kind of thing. I want to talk about life. Today we've been cleaning the pool. Tomorrow we're going on a fantastic road trip up to the north of Costa Blanca. And it's going to be really good. We're going to visit around 3 or 4 towns, and there will be a video coming out about those towns. It's something completely different in a different area, so I hope you enjoy them. Anyway, what else have we done today? Cleaned the pool. Cleaned the pool. Need to go and check in the veg patch. And on that note, it's just a short video. Hasta luego.